Hello everyone, it's Anika. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to share with you how I store my stamps and my dies. So if you're interested in finding some new organization for your stamps and dies, please feel free to hang out with me and hopefully you'll get some new ideas for your craft area. Okay, you guys, so let's go ahead and get started on how I store my stamps and dies. And so what I've done, and I just want to put out there that this is not brand new. I have taken bits and pieces of other card crafters, creators in the industry, and I've picked and chosen what I like and what I want to use in a system that works for me. So I just want to put it out there that, just like anything else, you see things you like, you copy things you like, and you make them work for you. So I have several types of bags or pockets that I use. And so these are, some of them are labeled. So these are from Avery, Elle. They are 5.5 by 7 3/8 pockets. So I have those. And then my other Avery L's are the small ones, and they look like this. They're this size right here, right? And they're measured at 5 1/8 by 5 pockets. And then these are my favorite things. These are called replenishments, and I don't have the sizes for this one. But if you go on their website, and I think I have a picture that I'll insert as I'm doing this, so we'll see what happens if I can find the actual measurements of each company as I go along. But these are the ones that I use, and there's another size, but I think I'm out of that size right now. And so I use these. I use white, because it is cardstock. I guess it is cardstock, but white cardstock. And I've actually picked in my stash a cardstock that I don't care for, that I don't use, that I didn't want to throw away, and so I've been using it to line my pockets when I put my stamps in storage, stamps and dies in storage. So that's where that comes from. The paper, so it's any white cardstock if that's what you choose to use. But like I said, I use a cheap one because again, it's just, it's for storage. And then for the magnetic part, so when the let's see, on the back, so here's the front of the storage pocket, and on the back it has the dies. And so they're both the stamp and the dies in one pocket. That's what I choose to try to keep my things organized. But the metal piece that I'm using is this. And you can buy metal magnetic sheets to go inside the pockets. That's actually a thing. I believe you can get like on Stampin' Up. Not Stampin' Up, Simon Says Stamp or what have you. It actually exists. But that's an expensive thing for me. And so I wanted the pockets that I wanted. I wanted the ones that I wanted. And then I said, well, I won't get the magnetic sheets because I can go ahead and use these. Now I've heard about this on someone's video, whomever it is, thank you very much, I don't remember. But these are vent covers, and they came from Home Depot or Lowe's. I don't remember which one, but you can go in there and you can say, I'm looking for vent covers, and they will show you the vent covers. And it's just magnetic. It's just magnetic. Sorry, hold on. And it's fine. And it does what it does. And you can cut it with scissors. You can cut it with your paper cutter, paper trimmer, and you will be all right. And so when you get it out of the bag, it looks like this. And the white side is the wrong side. That's not magnetic, oddly enough. This is the magnetic side. Okay, and so I'm not going to give you direct measurements, exact measurements of the sheet of paper that you're going to put inside your pocket, because I'm bad at measurements. And if I tell you a measurement, it doesn't work out, you're like, Anika, that didn't work out. So, and it seems like I just suck at measuring. So, is anybody else out there? Anybody else suck at measuring? It just never works out. But I do put the pocket on my paper trimmer, and I do measure it out, and I do leave a little bit of room on either side so it's not too snug. And I do that. And yeah. And then I know, like, so for the metal piece, because I'm going to actually take this Wishes, what is this? Wishes stamp and die set from Pink and Maine, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in a pocket. And I'm going to use a small pocket because it should fit in there. And so usually just take it out of the packaging, right? And then it sits right in here like this. Okay, and then the metal part goes on this. And so what I'll do is I'll get a piece of, and I'll take this out. And I'll just see where, hold on, you can't see. And I'll just see where it is on the, and it's seriously magnetic because it's really holding on, right? And I give it a little space, hold on, because it is seriously magnetic. And I give it a little space. And then I'll take it off, because at one point I used to be able to really cut through this, but this new blade on my trimmer is not working, and I'm thinking about getting a different kind of paper cutter. And then I'm going to go about right here. Okay, and so now that and that, and it fits right in the back of here, like that. And that's how that goes. And then the next part is this wonderful machine right here. This is the P-Tech, the Brother P-Tech Cube. It is a label maker, and super in love with it. It is battery operated. You can plug it in if you want to. And I'm going to go ahead and print the label for this real quick. So let's turn it on. The one thing that I like about it is that it works along with my phone. So let's pray no one calls me while we're doing this. And let's find the app. There's the app. And I'm going to go into saved, because it already saved some of them, what they look like. And I'm just going to hit one. And then I'm going to put the title, Pink and Maine. And then it is called, I think it's just called Wishes. Is it just called Wishes? I think it's just called Wishes. Yeah. So I'm going to put, oops, Wishes stamp, oops, stamp, and die set. And that's how I distinguish if I have the die to go with it. I put it right on the label, right? And so then I press print. And here it comes. Press that down to cut it off. Hold on. Get a pair of scissors and cut off the 2 little dots. And then I go ahead and pull the backing off. And I label it. And that's how that goes. And that's how I store my stamp and dies. It comes out of this packaging, which tends to be cumbersome with the plastic and all that. One thing and another, sometimes they fall apart. Sometimes it's hard to get it sitting properly because it's sticky that's on the inside. So these are actually trash now. And this is what is left behind. Cute and simple. Love it. So, yeah, that's how that works. And I do all of my stamps and dies with this process. So I'm going to stop here. And I'm actually going to show you a clip of how it's stored on my desk. And then I'll come back in a few minutes. This is my desk. All right. That's my desk. So I'm going to show you that. And all of this is my stamp storage right here. This is all the stamps. Except for my Christmas collection of stamps. I don't have that up here yet. But all of this is my stamp storage. This over here are my my card fronts, already cut from Staples. I go get those pre-cut. Yeah, they're pre-cut before I start creating a card. And those are the card bases. I just score them and fold them. That's 110-pound cardstock from Recollections that I get at Michael's. I just want to say that if you're looking at that. But these are the bins. These bins, and I'll show a picture of them. Enter somebody. I cannot think of the name at the moment. But all these bins, all of them, came from Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond. All of them came from Bed Bath & Beyond. And they were a little expensive. They were like between $15 and $17 a piece. But this has happened over time. This is not anything that I did all in one day, all in one purchase. This happened as I collected more and more stamps. So it's not like I said, a one-time purchase, because that would be expensive. But over time, as I've collected, like I said, more and more stamps, I've needed extra storage, more storage. And so in each bucket, which are alphabetized in company name, not in stamps, but just in company name. So this is Alt New, and then Avery, Elle, and then Concord and Ninth. Now these right here, let me say this, these are DVD, CD dividers. I will link the company down below, and that's what they are. They cost like 50 cents a piece, and I ordered like 25 online, and use my label maker to put the label on there, even though it's crooked. But yeah, and that's how I use to separate my company collections. So I separate each company. And so that's Concord and Ninth, sorry, if you can see that. And then after that, there's Hero Arts, and then Honey Bee. Love that. And then back here is Lawn Fawn, and I think Mama Elephant is the last one on this shelf. And then it goes on and on and on and on. And then this last one here is a mix of companies. These I'm not going to take out because I like them in their containers. And then like Essentials by Elle, they have their own plastic, so that's going to stay in there. And Waffle Flower, who doesn't like the Waffle Flower one? As cute as that is. And then there's a space in the back for the die. So I love that, so I'm going to keep that in there. And some of these are just like one-offs or companies that I probably won't see again or purchase again, you know, that kind of thing. And I have not put them in this kind of storage yet, and I don't know if I will. On the side here are the square dotted rectangles that I use to edge most of my card bases, card fronts, and some more of the DVD covers, and just you know, stuff that the ones that I use a lot are sitting right there. So, but other than that, that is my stamp and die storage. Okay, and so in a second I'm going to come back on again, and I'm going to show you how I keep track of all my dies, which this is a brand new system for me. A girlfriend of mine says, well, how do you keep track of everything you own? And so that said to me, well, how do I keep track? I really don't. And I actually found out that I have double purchased maybe 3 items out of my whole stash. So that's not a big thing, but you kind of want to make sure you can know what you do have. And so I've been using Evernote. So I'm going to come back in a few seconds, and I'm going to show you Evernote and how Evernote works. So stay tuned. Everyone, this is Evernote. Sorry, lost my thought there for a minute. This is Evernote, and this is how I keep track of all my stamps and dies that I own. And so what happens is, for me, I organize these according to every company that I have in my collection, right? Everything, it starts off with Alt to New because it puts it in ABC order. Right now, I currently have 15 Alt to New products, right? 8 from Avery, Elle, 3 from Concord and Ninth, and so on, okay? Each of these is called a notebook, right? It's called a notebook. Inside each notebook, you're going to create notes. Each stamp or die that you own from any company becomes a note, okay? And that's how you would put it into the system. So if you decided to organize it according to Christmas, Valentine's, New Year's, then those would be your notebooks. You would have a Valentine's Day notebook and a Christmas notebook, right? And then when you add all of the stamps and dies that are related to Christmas, they will become notes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter in the Pink and Main Wishes stamp and die set into Evernote. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, right to the left of the list, and I'm going to hit New Notebook. And remember, each company, for me, for my setup, each company is its own notebook. So this is Pink and Main, okay? And I'm going to hit Private, and I'm going to hit Create, all right? And here it is down here. I'm going to double click, and now here opens up the notebook for Pink and Main. So the product that I'm using, Wishes Stamp and Die Set, is a note. So I'm going to go over here to the left-hand side. I'm going to hit New Note, and up pops where I write that information. Okay? And so under Untitled, I'm going to go ahead and put Wishes Stamp and, let's go back because I'm going to capital letter, Stamp and Die Set. Okay? Now, the great thing I like about this is I can now add a picture if you want to. So I'm going to go down to my browser, Google Chrome, and it's already up here. I just put in pink and Maine wishes into my Google search. I hit images to make sure I got an image, and all these images pop up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. I'm going to hit copy image. I'm going to go back up into Evernote. I'm going to paste it, and there it is. Okay, I can also paste the die if I want to, but I didn't do that for those, so I'm going to leave this as it is. And this now is in my system, okay? And that's how all of them are created. And so immediately you can see Evernote has one note in it, and that's that stamp and die set. I think that this is like the best thing ever. I love being able to see what I own. So I'm never worried about, or not anymore, worried about what I have. And then one of the things I want to do, which I have not had time to do because I was trying to finish up to create this video before I go on vacation, is to go up here. You can add tags. And so wherever there are dies, I want to add the tag dies to it. So I know, when you search your notes, right, and you put in dies, then everything over here on your left-hand side that is a die will come up. Do I have that die? Well, I don't have to search each notebook. I can just search dies, right? And that's how that will come up. And so I thought that was super, super handy. And I love that the pictures look like the packaging for most of them. Some of them not, but for most of them they do. But anyway, that is Evernote. That is how I store my stamps and dies and how I keep track of them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you found my stamp storage die organization helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you're using something similar, please go ahead and leave me a note. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Hit that notification button and you'll know every time I put a new video up on my channel. I hope you have a great day and I will see you in the next one.